Hi, welcome to Sandy's Numerology. Today I'm going to look at the Democratic Alliance, Musi Maimani, the Chair Athol Trollope, and I'm also going to look at Patricia DeLille and Helen Ziller. But to start, let's look at the Democratic Alliance, which was born on the 24th of June 2000. It's very interesting because it's got a lot of 3s and 5s and 6s and 4, which is all very good numbers at the end of the day, but it's got this 5 life path. So it needs to be very, very mindful about how it manages its politics and its potential racial slurs, as we've already experienced with Helen Ziller in 2017. But internally, as we've been hearing in the news about Patricia and a problem that she's having, internally in the Democratic Alliance is the word structures and the restructuring and repositioning and wanting to kind of move things around, which kind of bears a little bit of a leaning towards what's going on with Patricia. So they are in a year of internal restructuring, and on the public front, they're out there in an all or nothing, communicating. But from June of 2018, they go into their life path. So the internal mismanagement of not only with the powers that be, but with its structures, but also with its taxes and financial issues, something's going to get exposed. And it's in the process already, because their turning point was the 24th of December of 2017, and we're starting to see something unravel here. So internally, the politicking within the political party of the Democratic Alliance, it's not kosher, so to speak. However, externally, the 2017 to June is quite fine. 2018 is kind of getting back into a rhythm, getting back into a rhythm of, we know how to do this. We know what we need to do out there with the people. But this internal politicking is going to cause a lot of problems, because that is going to follow through internally into 2019. But if we are voting around the April of 2019, they only have their birthday in the June. But it's telling me that the DA is in a very, very good time. And the time that it will be in as it shines out of April into the June of 2019, is it's going to stand out and let people know who we are, who I am, where am I going, what are we doing. It's going to be able to lead and drive. So it'll be very interesting if the DA is able to put themselves forward in a much stronger way than pocketing themselves, that they've got to go broad. They've not only got to go to maybe a stronger black home environments, but they've also got to show themselves in the Indian community, the coloured community up here in Johannesburg and other areas outside of Cape Town, and then of course in Johannesburg. So I think the Democratic Party is going to be very, very interesting in the process of 2019. But when I look now at Patricia DeLille, her age currently adds to a 4, which matches with the internal. So when Patricia goes to work and she walks inside the DA, she is feeling this structuring, repositioning, system and order, and they're trying to kind of get probably her desk and her chair closer to the exit door. And it's going to continue from February the 17th of February 1951, when she's born. Her age will add to a 5. Her Patricia's a 5. Her DeLille is a 5. It's not a good year. So she could be the one who is exposed because of mismanagement within the DA, Or is it that she is going to expose the mismanagement that is going on in the DA? So to the DA, you really need to get your act together, because when your age adds to a 5, or you're in your life path 5, so Patricia will be her age will add to a 5, DA will be in a 5, there's a lot of expose that's going to be coming. And this is dirty washing that's going to come out. One needs to be very careful there, as well as Patricia's got to be watching that if she was able to be clean and clear that she hasn't done any fraudulent activity of any sort, that this is a mousse to get her out, then when it gets to 2019, she is sitting in an extraordinarily good year, because she will be the comeback kid in the DA, and there'll be a lot more recognition and acknowledgement for her. But she needs to cross her T's and dot her I's and get whatever nonsense is going on, get it together. But if she is not guilty of anything fraudulent, whoever is trying to do this will eventually be exposed as well. But now go to Musi Aloysius Maimani, born on the 6th of June, 1980. He's in an extraordinary year of being very present and out there, and we are hearing him. He's speaking up, he's twittering, he's Facebooking, he's doing all of the things, and we keep seeing him, and that is what his year is all about. When he gets to his birthday in June, he will turn 38, and this is where out there in the public eye there's a lot more recognition and acknowledgement. It's very interesting that he could get some kind of award and reward, which could be a voting of, I think Helen Ziller has received many awards for her activity within the Democratic Party as well as the Democratic Alliance, and I think that Musi could be receiving some kind of awards there. But I think that there's going to be already some alliances that he's going to get involved, because his birthday's in June, so this will carry him all the way through to June of 2019, and there is this joining of hands and sharing and formulating a partnership which could easily be with 1 or 2 other parties. And this is really, really good, but I feel that he's got a huge problem coming his way, because from his birthday in June of 2019, he's got some difficulties, and it's going to be feminine energy related, and I would be able to say that there is feminine energy related in Athol Trollope, who is the chair, as well as Helen Ziller. So he needs to be mindful that is he going to remain the leader of the DA, because of all the politicking that's going to be happening internally within the DA. But I believe that by his 2020, there is some interesting things that were happening around him, but I'll leave it there for now, and I'll move on to Helen Ziller, who's born Otta Helen Ziller, and she's married Marie, or was that Marie? Born on the 9th of March 1951. She is a quadruple 3s. She's very manipulative. She's verbally, she's a very wordy, game playing, and can be incredibly abusive. It is interesting that she's got a 1 life path, so she has to constantly let people know who I am and where am I going and what I'm doing. She has not been in a good year for 2017, and we know about her comments that were posted, and her water projects that she's been doing for the Cape Town Water have not been going terribly well for her. She is definitely going into the next 2 years, from March of 2018 to 2019 and to 2020. It's not a good time for her. I think that she wants to reinstate and have more of a sound footing position-wise, which could also be related to how Patricia is being maneuvered at the moment, and Helen needs to be a lot more in charge of. And her name, Helen, says, you know, I'm the boss, I'm in charge, it's my way or the highway. And I wonder if this is going to work very well for her, because there's a lot of difficulties around her personal life, there's a lot of tax issues, and I believe that her 2018 and 2019 are not going to be very, very easy years for her. There's quite a bit to be exposed. So in general, looking at Patricia, the DA, Musi, and Helen, there's a lot of things to do with structures and paperwork and accounting and politicking, internal politicking and power games, and things are going to get exposed without a doubt. But I look at Athol Trollip, who's the chair of the DA, and yeah, he's quite a manipulative guy himself. He's born on the 12th of March. I think that he is, there's a similar energy that Helen, Musi, the DA, and Athol have, and there could be a bit of conflict, because I wonder if he would be wanting and be pushed towards some kind of stronger position over and above being just the chair of, well, it's not just the chair, but the chair of the DA. He's not in a bad time on the work front, but there is a health issue that he needs to be mindful of. He's from the 3rd of March in 2018, he's going into a health year, and he needs to be very mindful, because when you don't have your health, you don't have your wealth, and this could be how things shift and change for him and his physical activity on the work front. But I push him into 2019, and he's in an incredibly good year. He is now out there saying who I am, what I'm doing, where I'm going. So this will tell you that he will be a figure that is seen and heard as a representative of the DA, and how he's going to be a spokesperson, and also it's going to be about him initiating and leading and driving about who I am and what I want. And this is definitely going to be on the work front, so it's going to be about the DA. But I hope that he is going to take care of his health, so that when it gets to 2019, he is out there and doing. Thank you for watching Sandy's Numerology.